So the rules for living successfully in you or me don't have anything to do with trim tabbing. But in the you and me world, you've got to find a trim tab. And the trim tab is real simple. Now this is for the folks who like concrete, real simple things. Here it comes. The way to get your hands on the trim tab, the way to get leverage, the way to be effective in a world in which you make a difference is to discover what is needed and wanted and produce it. Devote yourself to discovering what is needed and wanted. Well, where? Right where you are. Go home tonight and look at the people in your house. Look at your wife. And don't go over and ask her. Do it on your own. Think it out for yourself. Ask yourself, discover, find out what's needed and wanted. In her case, what is needed and wanted? You discover what's needed and wanted right where you are, at home. You go to work on Monday and you stand in the middle of the place where you work, in the middle of your office. Or you sit at your chair, at your desk. Or in the middle of the plant, or in the middle of the building, or wherever the hell you work. In the middle of the set, wherever it is you work. And instead of trying to figure out what would get you a raise, or how you can do a little less work, or how you can get promoted, if you want to make a difference, sit there, stand there, and discover what's needed and wanted in that place, and then produce it. And I'll tell you what, when you start doing that, you will begin to know that who you are makes a difference. What you do actually counts. And the choices that you make matter. So you start making a difference right in the crummy circumstances you've got. You go back to those same old people you've been living with, and that same old job you've been working in, and that same old church or synagogue you've been attending, that same old group of people with whom you've been interacting. Go back into the exact same circumstances which you left, only they're all different now, because those exact same circumstances now exist in a context of making the world work for all of us. And life is lived out of the principle, who I am actually makes a difference. And you can be effective in the circumstances because you know the rules of trim tabbing in the circumstances. You know that the job that needs to be done in order to make a difference in life is to discover what's needed and wanted and produce it. See, the question is, can you wash the toilet? The question is, can you clean the toilets out of the principle that who you are makes a difference? Can you go handle the everyday, mundane, day after day stuff out of the principle that who you are makes a difference? That's the question. The question is, have you got that kind of heart? Have you got that kind of courage? Have you got that kind of humanity? To do that stuff you got to do every day. And to do it in a context of making the world work for all of us. Can you wash the dishes out of the context of making the world work for all of us? Yes, you can. If you'll create for yourself as the central principle of your life, who I am makes a difference. What I do really counts. The way I live matters. And you can matter, and you can make a difference, and you can have an impact. You, and only you, have the power to make your life make a difference. Only you. No great leader is going to come along and provide us with a great purpose. Those days are over. This is you and me. The power to produce purpose in your life resides within you and only within you. If you are waiting for the Holy Ghost to descend on you and create meaning and dignity and purpose in your life, you're going to be sitting there for a long damn time. She ain't coming this time.